Duh.
What?
We'll put on a fucking pedestal.
Who?
There's a reason for that.
Who?
Like women in general.
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
On a pedestal?
Duh. Women are higher up than anyone ever. Duh.
Who made Facebook?
Who pays for it?
Who made it?
You guys.
Who made it?
Women.
Man.
No.
Who failed? Bill Gates?
You know what? You know what?
All these other guys?
We're way fucking better than men for some odd reason. And you know what?
some odd reason?
It's pussy power. It's pussy power.
So that's all you have?
Pussy.
No.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
You said you abusive, so.
I like hitting. Why is that?
Why? Okay.
You don't want no soft. That I don't want
Oh,
So that's why y'all
of
like
course.
Yeah.
But how did,
So he can hit you back.
No.
So
me. If you hit me back, we're fighting it.
So you
me, but
So you not winning that battle 9 times out of 10.
listen, I'm kicking your. I'm not playing. I'm doing everything. We punch you with something. It's not gonna hurt.
that didn't look like it hurt? That video?
He was about to cry.
Nah,
He said
like-
this and his eyes is watering.
But
Wow. So wait.
first of all, nobody's doing all that. I'm sorry. You got to get dragged to something. It's not.
So he should have dragged her?
Yes. Like, he could put something calm. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. For a guy that is.
Hold on, let me just talk about this one real quick because I actually did a reaction to Daily Wrap-Up Crew about those 2 young ladies right there. I didn't realize that their degree of hood booger was to that level and or extent, like the idea of I like to hit dudes. That's not funny. And Daily Wrap-Up Crew, I don't think y'all should be laughing when they're saying things like that. Like, I know it's a way to entertain a conversation in order to continue the entertainment value. But at some point, there has to come a time where littler people shouldn't feel as though they can hit you because they're littler than you, irrespective of gender. The only reason why they do that is because there's a system put in place to protect them and to judge that the bigger person, the man, is going to be the aggressor. There's too much abuse happening in the world, both physically and mentally, from both genders, but we don't need to be put into positions that's continuing the menace to our society. Challenge them. Plus, you'll get better content out of it. And to all the dudes, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you have a young lady that hits you, even if it's playful, communicate to her that you will not stand for it and not tolerate that shit, because I guarantee you what is playful in jest will be used as aggressiveness when they get comfortable.
What's your point of being up here? You brothers can get back in line.
Yeah, you get away from the camera.
So what's your point? Do you have any grievances coming up here?
Of course I have grievances.
So state your grievances, please.
That all men sexually harass women.
Shut up!
So you're saying, so you're generalizing that all men sexually harass women. What do you define as harassment?
Please, talk to them.
Well, there's a kind of a broad spectrum.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of, right? You never encountered. Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. You want to see the spectrum?
Do you want to have discourse, or do you want to use profanity?
First, there's interrupting me.
Okay, I'll let you speak. Go
That's
ahead.
harassing.
Go ahead, speak.
Yeah.
You got the floor.
Snowflakes.
Oh, really? Have I? Have you stopped interrupting me?
Go ahead.
No.
She's got issues.
There's a spectrum, and it ranks from
Keyword.
interrupting to demeaning to belittling to raping women.
So interrupting, right?
0 to 100 real quick. Jesus.
Right. So what I just did, that was a form of harassment.
He says,
you gotta get out of here, man. We ain't none of them guys, all right? You ain't about to come up here and cause no spectacle. Call the cops. Call the cops here.
Did any of you
Call the
see
cops.
him just physically assault?
She's a child. Now she's crying. Off to jail with you. Shut up. Shut up, Karen.
Is he toxic to me? No. He does what the I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a like that, son?
What can we do his wife?
Shay! Shay! It's
the you talking about?
How is that not your business?
Shay.
That's not my business.
Out of order.
Bro, that sounds like no, you're not taking accountability.
That's not my business.
So
if he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
cheated on me and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
Oh.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be
Hold on. Why, Eli? Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
When Ayanna Van Sant said that women like this are out of order, this is exactly what she was talking about.
Out of order.
that we dishonor, betray, and defile one another.
Sleeping with a married man and not taking accountability for the after effects or the side effects onto that wife and that child or that family is not taking accountability. Just because he's the unfaithful, unloyal type doesn't mean that you need to be an instigator in that. Will modern women today ever hold a woman like this accountable? It's the men that she's in consternation with right now, as the women just sit on the couch and just accept this. Or y'all just too scared to break the sister code, or y'all just gonna continue to sweep this shit up under the rug and just say, well, she was living in her truth, that's what she believes. Oh, but when will y'all hold who represents you accountable? But notice how quickly she raised her voice and she's taking this super offensive posture. If she was a dude, there's no way she'd be able to sit back down without at least a threat or having to deal with actual violence. But see, what's crazy is that if Daily Wrap-Up Crew showed the same level of aggression towards her, then he's the bad guy. That's why you can't win verbal arguments with women like this, because arguing back means that you need to stoop down to her level, or a simp or a white knight is going to come out of nowhere and defend her abhorrent behavior. And women like this are super cognizant of that dynamic. So they'll taunt you with verbal and mental violence to break you down into submission. But dear men, listen to me. You cannot win arguments with tyrants like this. Don't raise your voice. Let them be fools and walk away. The culture that you reside in promotes this sick, twisted type of behavior, and label her a strong, independent queen who's endorsed by the city girls, Love and Hip Hop, and the Housewives of Atlanta, or whatever ratchet shit that she watches in order to think that this is normal behavior. But as men, we need to be better than that. Let them be uncontrolled and irrational. You can't act like that, because you suffer the consequences.
Yep, you're gonna have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're out there,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way.
She's a representative of the aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay? So you're gonna have to get off the
They made
aircraft.
us wait and wait and wait.
Yep, that's the way it is. But right now, I'm gonna
And
need you.
that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And I
step
did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually, disrespectful.
Grab your stuff. Grab your stuff.
Are
Get
you
off the
gonna, can I
aircraft.
trust you?
Listen, have I touched you yet? I'm trying to get you off the aircraft. That's all we're trying to do.
To a control situation. If I get off the plane, you said you wouldn't arrest me.
First of all, it's obvious that the alcohol is of use within this situation. Second thing is that it doesn't look like it smells very nicely where he's where he's standing right now. The third thing is that, guys, do understand this, is that the quickest thing that women will try to do is to act like they're being harmed or hurt within, situations like this, situations where they need to be moved, right? Where they're trespassing, where they're in your crib and you want them outside. Please, either A, make sure that there's cameras around you within you in your space, so this is documented, right? Make sure that your phone in your pocket, you click on that video button and have it somewhere on your person, or just from an audio perspective to give more information towards you before you get caught up. But you see, she just tried to do it there as well. Like, nah, mama, there's no type of disrespect that's happening. You have to get your drunk ass off of this flight so the rest of the passengers can get to their destination. And by you lollygagging, you were holding up that process. But when men are evolved, they will always try to evoke this victim shit, because they know the power of insinuating that a man is assaulting them. It's truly unfortunate for women that actually go through assaults within our society, and women that do it in a way to try to manipulate. Shame on you. Let's keep going.
So you as a cop should have to honor that, right? No, you should though. You should have to honor that. That's my right.
Go talk to the doctor and tell him we need to remove her.
It really is though. That's my right. It's like you need to. We're getting to the point where you're not expecting.
Get off the plane.
The wall. Good. You're placed in handcuffs, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, we tried talking to you.
No, you really didn't. I talked back to you, and I was.
That dog, like, she crazy as hell. Get her off the flight. Let's keep going. How do I see this shit?
And you honestly acknowledged me for a moment, and then you didn't.
Leave your hands there.
Why did you do
Oh,
that?
she needs a razor underneath them armpits.
Like, in the eyes you give me, you didn't like.
girthy.
You know you're fighting for a system that isn't just for you all. You do. You know that. You know that. You really do. And if you don't, then that's just wow. I'm like,
Hey, have a seat. Watch your head.
Oh God, shut up. Yeah, that's the end of the compilation. They will cry, they will kick, they will scream. No, you will be held accountable for your actions. Get off that plane and enjoy your night or evening in jail, even though she probably won't even get that. She'll probably get a slap on the wrist. Studies actually show that there's a gender difference from a sentencing perspective. For example, women that are charged with drug crimes are far less likely to be put into prison as opposed to men. It's an unfortunate reality of our society that we have such a focus on equality, but the feminists are not fighting for sentencing equality. I wonder why that is.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, and share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.